Richard Sherman at linebacker. Oh shit.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland.
That's just my baby dog. That's just my baby dog. That's just my baby dog.
Cases in just the last 24 hours. So many of them young people. And new action we're working on tonight in Dallas and Houston. ABC's Katie Hart took it from Texas tonight.
Tonight, the World Health Organization warning the pandemic is accelerating. Dangerous phase. Victory this week. Florida shattering 1,822 new infections. Many
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens.
To the left, to the left. Yeah.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 15 line it. 15 line. Hit it.
On first down, Dobbins. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play.
Do 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 ba 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 bum ba da na 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 na. Oh. Ooh. That's pretty good. Okay.
Down.
nigga got Richard Sherman. Hey, Bill,
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
This play right here is why you can't do shit like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Check. Lucky.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. So take it right on the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
In free agency.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
53, Mike.
From the gun, Martinez. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Martinez now. Throwing again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And a nice start there.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Martinez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Martinez throwing on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd.
These guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Protein spill.
2nd and 5 now. McSorley. He finds Corey Davis. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 60 out long. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Yes. That's me. Hey.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
53, 53, check 53. I got you. I got you. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Here we go.
Now Martinez throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Martinez operating from the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Check, crunch.
To throw is Martinez. On first down, they'll set up the loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check. Ready.
From the gun, Martinez. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
50, plant. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. General West, go. Don't let him breathe, defense. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it, go.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
61, match box, defense.
On 2nd down. inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
64.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Shoot.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. X3. 218. Chopper. Check 99. Get it.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
We just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Davis there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Martinez now. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Much tougher 3rd down looming. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Davis, as the first half is winding down. As the Ravens... Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going for it all. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick here is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Check pass. Drive. Move. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Ready. Go.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Martinez. And that is in.
Continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Trey, I love you. I promise I love you today.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all total.
Fucking stupid, man.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
McSorley from the shotgun. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie. General West.
Throwing on 2nd down. McSorley. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
We certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
First down, Falcons.
Here's Martinez on 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
I don't know what the fuck.
A gain of 6 there.
I promise I ain't that knowing nothing. I don't know why that nigga teleported to the offensive line.
Maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd and 4. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Alvin Kamara, 53 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal. Good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
You ready? Check. 45 to Mike. Let's go, defenses. Get up. 61. Matchbox lights. Jumper. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Yo, Mike.
On 2nd down now. Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. McSorley sets to pass. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42.
Under 10. Ready?
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 20! And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
Hey, zoom.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. Buying time. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
6-6, pull it high. Tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
See you later, Bree.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Martinez throwing on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
Mike, 53.
Second and 5. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Martinez on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
He's coming. We own now. Well, hey, we're going Mike 40.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Chopper. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let him know. Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching out. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 39 now. They'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This from 51 yards for the win. And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these
great game, Julian.
Now,
I thought I was going to lose for like
exciting time. Just 1 week gone
10 seconds.
And plenty of weeks to come. So for the Ravens, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta.